So, I've heard you are training to become adept at magic, and you're being trained by a wizard. Yeah, by the golden blue wizard. Yeah. Well, I can tell you he's kinda softy. He's kinda softy wizard. I'm a little harsher. I am the masked wizard. Which is due to some unpleasant burns which happened to my face when I was a child. So because of that I have wear the mask ever since, but I become adept at magic and I'm good over a millennia old. And the blue and golden wizard, sent you here to learn some more advanced magic before you meet the Council of Witches and Wizards. So I'm going to teach you some more advanced magic. And some magic which isn't exactly on the lighter side of things, but we are now at the time of the year where the veil between the living and the dead it is at its thinnest, so it's a great time to learn magic. So I have some objects behind me that I'm going to use to learn in magic. Now, I've heard you spend a lot of time watching these ASMR artists, you know, and ASMR artists are kinda like also these soft people, they're all sunshine and butterflies and rainbows. But here you will have to be brave, and you cannot be afraid. You are a part of Wizarding and Witch Society now, and you're about to meet soon creatures of the underworld, vampires, and stuff like that, and trolls, goblins, you name it, yeah. And of course toads and spiders, there are those too, you cannot be afraid. So if you have braved the woods to train at the wizards, then I assume you belong here. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just check your reaction to something. So this is a spider, and many witches and wizards and creatures of the underworld has this as their pets. So, want to stroke it? Yeah. I do not know if you're afraid of spiders, but I hope that's a fear you can overcome in case there are some witches and wizards who are afraid of spiders. They often use toads or frogs or ravens as pets instead. But I'll be really proud of you if you can just pet this spider. Okay. So, to make sure that you actually belong in the company of magic, to make sure that you're strong, I want you to resist these ASMR triggers, because opponents who may want to hypnotize you may try to put you to sleep during a battle or before a battle, to put you out of it, you know, to make sure that you cannot interfere with their plans. So you have to be able to resist their attempts at putting you asleep. So I'm going to do ASMR on you today. Yes, I'm going to take a page out of the Butterfly and Sunshine's book of ASMR artists to sort of train you to resist this, so that you do not fall asleep before or during a battle. I hope you'll do well. Yeah, the golden and blue wizard has complimented your progress so far. Okay, so the first trick I want to do is I want to use this spider, this small spider, and I'm just going to use it to stroke it. So just relax, there we go, and overcome any fear you might have. Remember, you're part of the good company now. At the Council of Witches and Wizards you will meet lots of strange creatures of the night, so you cannot be afraid anymore. Now, any fear you might have had, you must leave behind. You're no longer an ordinary person. You're special. You have the potential for great magic in you. Even I can see that. resist my attempts at making you sleep. 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 Okay. Spiders over your face. Spiders over your face. Spiders over your face. Like spiders crawling down your face. Sorry. Good, good. Sleep and relax. Okay, so what's next? Okay. This is a pumpkin, and you're going to stare and follow this pumpkin, and resist any attempts at hypnotizing you. This pumpkin is actually very hypnotizing. It's a hypnotizing pumpkin. It's actually a thing we wizards and witches use to make people fall into a trance and sleep. So resist it. Resist its gaze, trying to make it so sleepy, calm and relaxed. Good, 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 good. The Council of Witches and Wizards see you as promising. Prove to me that we're right. Prove to me that we're right. Good. And now resist this attempt at hypnotizing. Relax, sleep, and drift into good light and healing. Good light dreams. Relax, feel calm and good. Okay. Okay, you are still awake. Good. That's good. You have passed your test so far. If you can go, no, you cannot go. There is no turning back. You joined us. You're a part of us, not a part. You're a part of the club, of the creatures of the night, and of the Council of Wizards and Witches. You may not have become a full-fledged member yet, but you are an apprentice. So you cannot turn back. If you're a captive, no, you're not a captive, but there is no turning back. You're part of a group, you know too much, so you have to stay now. So yeah, but the next thing we're going to do is this. Now, this is not the lightest magic in the world, but still, yeah, this chest contains some spells which is not on the light side of thing, but to be honest, I believe you can handle it. Yeah, you can see here what this chest represents, among other things, the undead, which you can see here. The undead is represented on the chest. Yeah, many wizards and witches. I actually don't do that, but some witches and wizards uses magic to erase the dead from their graves. But this chest can also be used for other types of magic. It can call forth goblins, trolls, vampires, you name it. Or it can put people into powerful hallucinations, you know. So now I want you to know is there is no turning back now. You're here and you're a part of this good company and club. I'm going to open the chest and you're going to be brave. Nothing is truly going to happen exactly because I have full control over this spell. I have done this for well over a millennia after all. And that's all we're going to do with that. Now I'm going to put it back and I'm going to tell you what happens next. Now what I've cast a spell on you. So, this spell is meant to induce you into our company fully. You're a part of us now. A part of us. And there is no turning back. So, here's what's going to happen. The wizard witches and the other creatures are going to keep you here with us and train you in magic. And this spell ensures you cannot leave us. You will stay here for all eternity and be a part of us now. That is the only way. It can be the only way. The way it has to be. Okay? Good. Good. You understand the concept? Good. So you accept your fate? Good. Yeah. Now, I do not consider it, but you're a captive. You can call it what you wish, but that's not true. If you will, no. Yeah. There were some creatures of the underworld who wanted to keep students in cages, but the Council of Wizards, including me, voted against that. We're not monsters, at least most of us. I mean, some of the creatures of the underworld are actual monsters, but most of us wizards and witches aren't monsters. We just want to train people and help them achieve their full potential. Yeah. So, yeah. Good. You will probably notice what you right now cannot move. That is also part of the spell. It's meant to make certain. It's just temporary. It will just last a few minutes, don't worry. It's just meant to make certain that you stay completely calm and relaxed right now, because sometimes when people hear these words that they can't leave, they immediately try to flee, which is fruitless, you know. So instead I made sure you couldn't move, so I had time to explain that you cannot leave. You cannot leave us. No, you're part of the magic circle now. Yeah. If we have prisoners, we have taken a few at times, but we are not cruel people. So we have freed most of them, and if we haven't freed someone, it's because they're really bad persons and needed to be kept away from society for the good of humanity. Okay, so I'm just going to, you're doing so well, by the way. You're resisting my attempts to make you sleep. I'm proud of you. Even when you, of course, even now when you can't move and you're under some heavy spells, even now you're resisting. You're really strong. I can see your potential. I'm just going to alert the head of the witch council. Excuse me. Yeah. Now, if you think I'm a little ugly, I'm nothing in comparison to the head witch. This is a statue representing her, but she's a lot uglier in reality. She has like these rotten teeth and a pointy hat and like this really pale skin with lots of stuff in her face and this through the eyes of his statue. She has a statue on her and Hedwig, I present to you, our new student. Are you satisfied? Yeah, she nods. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. She is satisfied. And she's offline. So, yeah, we have done this for centuries. We never needed the internet or stuff like that to contact each other. No, that was never necessary. Okay. One more thing we have to do. Yeah. So just look at this. You're going to meet some real life creatures like this, like real life pumpkins who moves and talks. So I'm just training you for what is coming. Is that okay? Good, good, good. Here you go, here you go. Proud of you, proud of you, proud of you. Yeah, some pumpkins become wizards too. There's the kind of the weird, odd kinds of wizards, but you know, it's possible. So, whether you want to be a wizard or a witch, you're doing very well. I'm proud of you. You're a great student. I'm sorry, but the conditions for joining us are so harsh that you can't leave us and stuff like that. But when you braved the woods and came to join us, I'm sure you knew what you were getting yourself in for. You know, becoming a part of the creature of the night and wizard and witches. That isn't the stuff for the faint of heart. But I can see you're brave and tough, so I'm very proud of you. Now, resist this, and if you do, you pass the test, and the spell will lift. Okay, good. So good. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Just going to check on something, sorry, excuse me. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I just had to check on something shortly. I was not going to leave you there, you know. That would be cruel. And I'm not cruel. No. I made double into occasional magic, which isn't exactly the brightest. But I'm not cruel. And I actually use light magic at times too. I'm going to use that afterwards on you to set you fully free from the spells so you can fully move again. But you will still not be able to leave us, mind you. Sleep, relax, and feel good and calm. Brush, relax, and sleep. Sleep and relax. Okay, I'm proud of you. So by the authority granted to me from the head witch by the Council of Witches and Wizards, I accept you as a full-fledged student, and you're on your path to become a full-fledged member of the Wizarding and Witches Society, and we believe you will master the creature of the underworld and be a powerful ally in the fight against our enemies. And our enemies are the sorcerers who are holed up in this ancient fortress. Unlike us, they do not believe in doing any good to anyone. We use magic of both forms. They, on the other hand, use only one type of magic, and it isn't a light one. You will be a valuable ally in the battle against witch society. You know, and of course, if you ever were to meet people you know again later in life, which you may, as you will gain more freedom, the more experienced you become. Know this, they will not believe you if you tell about this. You will have no proof to present to them. If you tell them that you met a wizard and been trained by wizards, they will most likely not believe you. No. So it's better for you to not tell anyone. Remember, we prefer to operate in secrecy. And also, trust me when I say that if you were to go too far and tell too many people and become a problem, then there is always a cage waiting for those who are troublemakers. We are not cruel people, but we have no qualms about keeping troublemakers under lock and key. But seeing as you're not a troublemaker, I'll say you're safe and you can now go back to continue studies, and I'm sure you may one day even become head wizard or head witch of the Wizard and Witches Council. It may take you a few centuries, but I'm sure you'll get there. I suspect I might be the next head wizard actually, and maybe you'll be my successor. I hope so. Yeah, I'm sure you'll make the wise and smart choices. Thank you, and happy Halloween.